La da da da, study with me. Hello everybody and welcome to Study With Me. This is a little video thing that I'm going to try, just basically sharing with you guys what I like to study and how I do it, a little bit of methods and a little bit of history, and just how I try to improve my drawings every day and see if this can help someone too. So the subject I chose today is eyes. You know those two little ball thingies that live in your skull? Yeah, we really forget how they look like. It's kind of creepy and kind of cool, and really a lot of what involves to draw eyes has to do with remembering they are spheres. We as humans have two eyes, and as people who try to draw them both, we know how hard that can be, but can you imagine if we had like 8 eyes or something? That would be crazy. I mean, we really try to see ourselves in pretty much everything in nature. In case we can find like just 2 dots together to remind ourselves of human eyes, and then we start seeing stuff in objects that really don't look like people. So if you see a lot of faces and tree trunks and clouds and objects around the house, don't be scared. That might be just pareidolia messing with your head. Talking about weird stuff, check this out. Our eyes can be used as tools for measuring proportion in our own faces. So following the steps of Mr. Andrew Loomis, I'm going to try to draw the eye a little bit more tridimensional and step away from just seeing it as a shape. When talking art history, Rembrandt is one of my favorite painters to draw and paint eyes. He really gets the folds of the skin around it, the shadows that cast from the brow, and the intensity of the eyes that stare at the person seeing the thing, viewer? Yeah, that stare at the viewer. I should cut it. I don't know if I'm gonna cut it, but I should cut it. A great place that I find for reference is a website called Human Eye. I'll put the link in the description down below so you guys can also access it. I use it for proportions, for skin tones, for drawing different kinds of hairstyles, and pretty much everything that involves the human face. It's really neat, it's always updating, and it's just a really good thing to just look at people and see how diverse we are and how interesting it is to draw the human face. Okay? Okay, cool. The first thing I want to practice is just the folds of skin around the shapes. So I'm going to make 3 spheres and then try to fold the skin around them, just seeing how the eye reacts to looking at one side or another, and just pushing it a little bit to see how much I can make until it still looks good and not kind of too wrinkly. I may have failed, but you know, try and try again. The second thing I try is just a really faster method that I tend to use when drawing, which is just making 2 little dots and then curving on the top part and then on the bottom part and making the shape of the eye a little bit different. So in one side I'll make the arch a little higher and in the other one a little lower, and with that I can make variety in eyes without changing so much of the natural shape I should expect from them and not making it too cartoony. Oh boy, my accent is a mess today, but hey, hang in there, I'm going to improve it. It's gonna get better, I promise. Oh, the little dot that I make in the corner of the eye, that is the lacrimal duct, and it's where the moisture that keeps our eyes moist, you know, the moisture that keeps moist, it's where it comes from, and also our tears. So it's really interesting because, let's say, as you are interested in animation as me, you see that the movement of the tears tend to go from that little dot outwards, and then in the corner, in the other corner of the eye, then the water will accumulate and then drop down. So it's just a little fact that we usually don't make so evident in eyes, but it's neat to put in there, and it gives a little different touch from whenever you want a character to have that little part a little bigger. Okay, but how do I draw the animal? Just drawing a regular human eye and then making it a little bit more simple. So erasing the bottom part and reinforcing the lashes on the top part is an essential way of drawing this manga and anime eye. And as you can see, it's just a matter of stretching some parts, sometimes making the proportions for the eyes way bigger, and just using angles as a way to create diversity. And then at the same time as you are simplifying these eyes, you are creating a really strong mark and personality to them. That's one of the reasons I really enjoy drawing this kind of style, and I sometimes slip a little bit more to the manga and anime style, and I find it really cute and really enjoyable to draw as well, and very, very expressive. Now it's fun time. I'm just going to try a bunch of eyes and a bunch of expressions and see how they fit the face, and how moving eyebrows and mouth and nose and different proportions really change how I perceive that character. And I find that's a really important part of exercising eyes, especially because it's fun, so I just find that I'll remember that more in that way, you know. Oh, it's time! I'm done for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it helped in some way, at least visualizing eyes in a different light, maybe? Well, I hope it's nice. Comment down below, leave a like, share this if you think that someone would like to see it, and keep drawing. I'll see you guys in the next time and on the painting things around the week. That was all. Thank you very much for studying with me, and have a beautiful day, night, whatever you may have wherever you are. Okay? Bye! Pareidolia, 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 ba 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 ba.